Hello everyone, happy Friday! We survived. The week is over, but man, Friday has been rough today. So we're going to get into it, we're going to cover all it, but hey, I want to say thank you so much for joining us, and I'm sorry I'm running late. We've had difficulties and challenges, and you name it, it's gone wrong today. But that's okay, we're here, we're going to have some fun. And I've got some special surprise for you guys, you're going to love this. So, want to say, hey, Britt, good to have you here, dear. Yes, I had to do my hair. That one, it was out of place. I had to go fix it. Sorry, I'm late. It took a minute. But want to say welcome. And as you guys know, here at Down Home Crypto, we're all about building community. You know, we don't want to just learn how to get wealthy. We want to do that and make sure that everybody else does it together. So, it's a big happy family here. And when you come into my home, got a couple rules to set down, get started today. First thing, of course, take your shoes off. Stay a while. Let's have some fun. As you know, the bar is always open, so make yourself a drink, have some fun. Yeah, better what? Make two, that way you don't have to go back as often. And as always, any munchies, snacks, candies, vapes, smokes, whatever you got, enjoy. Bring your own, have some fun. And as always, we got the Idaho Spud Bar, our crowd favorite here, and we've got the vape to pass the time. So, kick back, relax, and let's have some fun. So, as I was saying, we had some amazing problems. And apparently Linda's just like, oh my god, it's a tech nightmare today. It is. What is going on? I swear it's a full moon. There's something in the air. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Personally, I always like full moons. That's usually my best days of the week. You know, Friday 13th is an awesome day. Full moons, I'm energized. I'm full, ready to go. But man, today has just been train wreck after train wreck. You remember that thing, that phrase out of Blade, where he said, you know, some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate backwards? Yeah, that's me. That's my day. It doesn't work. I was uphill backwards. That's what it was. And that's exactly what it's been doing today. But that's okay. We're here. We're going to have fun. And as always, I can't do this alone because you guys don't want to just listen to me babble. So, of course, I've got my lovely assistant, Miss Wild Angel. How you doing,
Hi,
love?
everybody. Oh, my God, today.
What is it? Is it in the waters, in the air?
I think it's a full moon. That moon looked awful full when I went to work this morning. Either that or it's just right a couple days one side or the other. So it could be carryover.
It could be. You know, that's weird, though, because, you know, being a Cancer, you know, the moon has always been my inspiration. When it's bright and full, man, I feel great. I'm energized, ready to rock. I mean, today it's like running a treadmill and having, like, Bozo the Clan there with a paddle just smacking you in the head, putting it in reverse, changing the speeds. It's been crazy. Everything has tried to break. Even the soundboard broke today. You know, I thought it was really funny because I thought, okay, you know what? I've been doing some airdrop farming, some things, and I'm going to restart my system before I go live just to make sure it's all running smooth. And as soon as I do, the audio's cutting out every 3 seconds. I'm like, what? What is this? So poor Wild Angel gets home, and she's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, don't talk to me. I'm trying to fix that.
I even brought him Thin Mints.
She did. She brought me cookies. Yeah, we call that the crack dealer. Yeah, they're dealing on the street corner in front of every grocery store. They're selling crack, and that happens to be Girl Scout cookies. Those things are evil.
Today is the first booth day, the first authorized booth day. Oh, and by the way, full moon is tomorrow.
Oh, so tomorrow will be a great stream. So, okay, let's put this off till tomorrow, and we'd be golden. Let's do that.
God, no.
Come on, I love it. So,
it felt like running on a treadmill backwards, getting nowhere very quickly.
Yep. Okay, good. It's not just me. I thought it was. Good to know. So, you know, it's kind of quiet, guys. I had a whole bunch of people lined up that we were going to have come in, and it was, I think everybody's having this kind of day. Alpha Cruz, he was supposed to be joining us, and then he sent me a DM about 2-3 hours ago, said he's got stomach cramps. It's like, probably not going to make it. Then a little bit later, it's like, okay, I'm feeling better now. And about a half hour after that, he texted me again. It's like, they came back with a vengeance. There is no way I am going to make it. It's like, oh man, I am so sorry. So Alpha Bud, I hope you get to feeling better, my man. We miss you, and best wishes to you. And then just before that, I got a DM from a Smiley Girl who was going to have Toppin join us, and she's sick. And she's like, oh, I just feel like death warmed over. There's no way. And it's like, man, I'm sorry. That's horrible. People are dropping like flies. Yeah, so she's not feeling good. So Smiley, we love you, dear. Get to feeling better. Then we had Rose let me know last night. Rosalind's not going to be able to make it tonight. She has previous plans early tomorrow morning, so she can't stay up with us crazies tonight. So that's totally okay. And Brittany, of course, she's here listening to us. So hi, Britt. Thanks for joining us. But she's got chemistry and something else, so she can't join us on camera. But she will be hanging in the audience, so she will be our energy driver tonight. So thank you, Britt. And then Cyril, Rose just let me know he fell asleep. He didn't sleep last night, so he's asleep. So she went to wake him up. And then BTK, he warned me earlier today he had to go to the bank and to Walmart. It's like two of the worst places you could possibly go on a Friday, and he's doing both of them. So, man, I don't know how that's going to turn out. So I hope he survived. Haven't heard from him yet, but we'll see who pops in. But as you guys know, we never do this alone because we are a family here at Down Home Crypto, and everybody is a member of the family. And, you know, we've talked about this before where people think that's kind of the cult mentality. Well, to me, it's not. And I really believe that if you treat somebody like family with love and respect, then, you know, they'll return that. And that's that positive energy. But we take it just one step further. Because one of our special guests, the first time on here, is the lovely and beautiful Miss BlazinHaze. And she's gone.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, girl. How's it going?
It's going.
Nice to have you.
Nice to be here.
Welcome to the stream, Ray. Now, for those who don't know, BlazinHaze is her, your avatar name? Discord name. This is actually my youngest daughter, Qrow. So, everybody, I'd like you to meet my daughter, Ray. Ray, welcome to everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And, Britt says she's doing chemistry and physics now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'll skip the physics. Thanks.
My chemistry includes sugar, water, Mio. I'm good. Okay. Caffeine. Yeah. More sugar. That works.
Yep, you did recognize the voice, Britt.
I recognize that voice. Yes, Britt. Yeah, we are a whole family here, and that's what makes it fun, is because, you know, we're getting everybody involved not only in the community, and Ray, or BlazinHaze. Ray, can I call you Ray? Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. It's going to confuse the hell out of anybody popping in later, but hey, I'm sorry. Ray, in her side job, or her side free time, I should say, from her regular work, has started going through and helping on Down Home Crypto YouTube channel, going through the descriptions, the links, updating things, and making sure it has the best information for you guys. So, you know, it's becoming a complete family project here.
Hi, Rose.
Rose, welcome to Freaky Friday, family. And Rose, we miss you, dear, but hey, we understand life happens sometimes. So glad you could join us tonight. And Rose, I'd like you to meet my daughter, Qrow. Ray, this is Rosalind. This is Cyril Keir's wife.
Hello, Rose. Nice to finally meet you.
She hears about you a lot.
I believe it.
Yeah, believe it or not, you guys come up a lot in conversation, all through Discord, through everything like that. Because, you know, I've made it very clear that I can't do this alone. The amount of time it takes to be a content creator, just like Alex was talking earlier on his live stream, is insane. I've kind of averaged it out. For every 1 minute of video that's recorded that I put out is about an hour of time. So you figure a 10-minute video, that's going to take about 10 hours to produce, edit, record, put all that out. And it's insane. And the simple fact is, one person can't do it. So even though I have amazing support, my lovely wife who works 2 jobs, so I don't have to work a job and I can dedicate my time here, I start making shorts, and then I get lost. I don't get descriptions fixed or anything like that. So that's where the family has really come together to pitch in and help out on there. And it's just like Dayfight helping out on the Discord, and Cyril helping on the Discord, keeping those things straight, moderating them. And you guys seen Alistair, that's my youngest son, Horatio. He's also a moderator on the Discord. So it's really kind of turned into a whole family event. So when I say family, I truly do mean family. And Rose says, nice to meet you. But, so anyway, nobody else is talking. There's usually like 9 people up here by now. I'm really confused. So bear with me, guys. I do apologize. But we're going to take this one step further. Because, you know, you have my generation of the family. Now you've met the youngest generation of the family. And yes, we're all involved in crypto. We're all involved in this adventure. How would you like to meet the last generation of the family, the previous one. How do you say that?
The older generation.
The oldest? Oh, that
Older
was
generation.
the wiser generation. Yes.
There you go.
There you go. See? So, for a special treat, we have an amazing special guest tonight, and I would like all of you to meet the amazing, absolutely lovely, and super grateful to have her with us, Hopegiver. That's right,
Hi.
Mom. Hey, Mom, how we doing?
Hi, Mom.
I'm
And
good.
yes, she is the matriarch.
She is. She's where it all began.
But you know what?
What?
I don't like the camera because it shows all the wrinkles.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Yeah, but you don't have hair to worry about.
Oh.
Ow!
Oh, Brad, you're not in the middle generation. You're in the young generation.
Yes, you're the you're raised generation. You're the younger version. So yeah, right here on the stream, you have 3 generations of our family,
No.
all involved in crypto.
Hold up. Isn't she the one before me, though? Based on age?
Technically, Britt, it does go. It's like Daniel and Tiana. And then we got the bigs and we got the littles.
Hi, Brad.
Britt's kind of with the bigs.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I still count generations. I figure there's grandma, us, and then grandkids. You know, good for me. And Rosalind says, "Hi, Miss Sandy."
Hi, Rose. I watch you kids all the time.
So how do you?
Ray and I are not the same.
Yeah, we're gonna get into a whole debate about which generation who's in. It's like, oh my god, it's gonna get ugly.
Well, we were wanting.
I told
we were
you.
wanting a topic.
Right. And the topic the community voted for this week was "You're not going to believe this," and so I figured this was a great way to start off. Was literally the last 3 generations of our family tree, all here on the stream at the same time in this digital world. Now that's pretty interesting, right there. I mean, right off the bat, you take the most content creators out there, and I'm older than most of them. Being in the crypto space, I'm not one of the spring chickens. I'm kind of on the older scale. But yet we're still in crypto. Now you take to the next generation, even Hopegiver down there. So, Mom, you're invested in crypto as well, right?
Yes, I am.
How's that doing for you so far?
It is doing really good. And I know you appreciate it because it's your inheritance.
Yeah. See, I got to make lots of money because when she does pass away, yeah, that's my inheritance. So I got to make sure it wins. So.
But I couldn't do it without you.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you are appreciated. I want to say one thing, though, because I may not be on the whole stream.
Okay.
I have to commend you younger kids for everything you're doing and for playing it forward and caring and loving. And because not many people do that anymore.
And that's one thing that I've noticed here on the DeFi space, especially. You've got some content creators, some investors out there that are all about getting rich. But I've noticed through the easy for me to say, thanks for coming, my name's Jim. But through the live streams with you bonks, through the charity drives, through all these things, we have got one of the most amazingly generous group of people here trying to make the world a better place. And, we've got awesome people like Ags, James Pelton, Abdul, Cyril, everybody. There's too many names to list that is always willing to give back to the community. And whether that's time, that's knowledge, that's money donations, or that's just positivity. And, I'm in. Good to have you, buddy. And so, yeah, it really is an amazing place to be. And, at first, I've always wondered, well, how am I going to survive? How am I going to do this? I quit being a journeyman to come be a content creator. And thanks to the financial support of my lovely wife and all the family, because the kids pitch in too, make no mistake. I go out and say, okay, kids, hey, we've got to pay this bill. And every kid's like, okay, here you go, Dad. And they make it happen. So, but the same thing, they do that in the DeFi space too. It's just like when Yvonne says, hey, we've got to try to raise this to save this animal, come up with it. We conquer as a community, and I think it's great.
Oh, that's why I bought his shirt, because I love what he does.
It's pretty amazing. And yes, so Yabonks, if you're watching, you'll probably watch the restream because I think you're still live. But check that out. That's right. We are dominating the Karma Farms Sanctuary. And yep, I got my sticker right there. And so, yes. And I did not put my shirt on.
Sticker.
I get a sticker for you.
Mom. I got an extra one.
Okay. I need one.
We will get you a sticker for sure. So speaking of that, now, Wild Angel, now you, of course, have been making the replicas for the animals for the Karma Farm Sanctuary. Now, that has actually evolved to Wild Angel Creations, a whole new company.
Yes.
Now, you got some new toys there that I know you are dying to show off. That's going to be included with all these new creations going out. You want to share them with us?
I'd have to go get them.
Okay, you awesome. That's okay. Go get them.
Well, they're over there. They're not here.
We'll go get them. It's okay. We're not going anywhere. We're here. And, hi, Lynn. How are you? Hi, Meme says, hi, lovely dudes. Thanks, bud. Love you. And, Meme, if you haven't met, this is Mom right above me. And this is my daughter, Ray.
Hello.
Welcome to the family. So, Mom, I'm curious. Now, you said you started investing in crypto. How much of this information have you absorbed? What are you watching, and where are you learning your information from?
Well, of course, from you.
Well,
because you're my knowledgeable kid. Cyril is awesome. Alex, I love his energy and his information and what he's doing. And the Discord I get confused on. And a lot of the stuff on Rags to Riches I get confused on. But I watch it anyway because I pick up a little bit. And then I have to tell you, no, you can't let your emotions rule you like you do all the time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I kind of help you out there. But I started out to support you because, of course, you're my youngest, and I kind of like you. You make my life very easy. But now I'm getting into it. And so every time you come down to do something, did we make money today?
Created a monster.
You did. It's all your fault.
Now, let me ask you, because, of course, you just had your birthday yesterday, or we had your birthday party. Your birthday was on 21st. You're 82 years old now? Is that right?
No, I'm 81. My body's 81.
Okay,
my
your body's
heart is 25.
Perfect. Okay. So, okay. Sorry, I got lost in the chat there for a sec. Now, of course, being a content creator, I'm involved in this stuff constantly. You get to hear a lot of it, and you get both on and off screen. Now, of course, you work from home as a seamstress, and so you have a lot of different clients from all different age groups and classifications. What kind of feedback are you getting about the crypto world from your clientele?
Because they don't understand it and they're scared of it.
Okay.
And so...
Thanks, Britt. You're not helping here.
Thanks,
was it Pick on Serenity Day?
They are afraid of it. Pat and Bob, I think they're a little bit interested in it. Everybody else is going, no, it's a gamble.
Right. So,
even when I was talking to Sean when I was in Oklahoma about it, Brittany's husband, and he says, no, it's like gambling. And I said, no, it isn't really. It's investing.
Right.
And he says, well, I think about it as gambling, so I don't want to get into it.
And that's really interesting. And I was really hoping Cyril will be here by now. Hopefully he's waking up. He may make it, may not. Because he is a longtime investor, started with stocks, has done all the different trading and all the different options. In fact, we even spent a good 20 minutes talking about how to get your credit score from 0 to a 720 in about a year, where anybody could do. And we're actually going to start that with Ray and Gage and Horatio. My 3 children are all going to start that journey. And so we're going to be talking about that in the Discord and probably do a couple live streams on that, questions, answer sessions. Really want to try to get that information out there. But the concept that crypto is gambling, and I'm really kind of torn on that one. I see a lot of people can say that. But at the same time, it's where all these financial institutions are moving to. So if it's, quote, gambling per se, then why is places like BlackRock and all these major industries moving to the digital age? So it's kind of interesting.
Well, I make more money on crypto than I did at the casino when I went to Oklahoma. I lost my shirt.
Well, when you do, make sure you don't wear your Karma Farm Sanctuary because you don't want to lose that shirt. That is way too cool.
Right? True story.
And so Wynn's having a problem with an upgrade to the computer, and we are having. You didn't reset everything before that, did you? I can't hear you. You're muted. There you go.
Okay.
This is the way our date's going, guys. I'm not sure it's getting any better.
Serenity upgraded my computer, and now nothing works the way it usually does. We're having to reinstall, reset, all this fun stuff. So normally I am signed into my Down Home Crypto YouTube, and so it shows Wild Angel in the chat. It's a good thing I'm already doxxed. Because, yeah, that is me in the chat under Lynn Shelton.
Yep.
I just didn't get that far yet.
I agree. Yeah, Rose, thank God it's Friday. We survived, but man, Friday's the most challenging day this week so far. But that's okay. And, that's one of the interesting things, Wild Angel, is that, when you do upgrade a computer, there are so many things you have to change. It's a nightmare. You don't realize all the little tweaks you've done over the last 6 months or a year, and you've got to go in and fine tune everything. Like, oh my God, why doesn't this just do this? And, oh, that's right, because
I had to reinstall Discord, and so that I could have the chats. Well, you changed computers. It wasn't you literally changed computers. So we had to start from scratch. So I've got this blank screen. I'm like, crap.
Oops, my bad.
Yeah, you were almost a dead man.
You wanted an upgrade. You got an upgrade.
We are working on that because this one was ancient.
Yes.
Older than Mom.
Pretty close. I think Moses learned his arithmetic on that old computer.
I think so too.
Yeah. By the way, I'm really curious, Mom. So what was Moses really like?
Well, he had a beard. He was old, but he always played it forward.
All right.
And
Okay.
he didn't always write checks. He gave of himself.
Perfect. Okay. So we'll talk about the dinosaur age later, and you can tell us what it was like to grow up with the Flintstones. But oh, rude. Yeah. Brett, man, you know how we play in our family. We are brutal, but we have fun. It's a lot of love. And so,
wasn't the Flintstones her neighbors?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Or did they down the street?
They were, but they wouldn't let me on TV.
That
rude.
makes sense.
I know, right?
I mean, we can't take you anywhere, so.
I know.
This is true.
Her birthday cake said happy birthday, old lady.
It did. I can vouch for that.
I know. I saw that.
So you wanted to see my goodies that I got to go in my boxes, huh?
Did you find them?
I did.
Okay, I'll put you on the big screen. So thanks to everybody here. And, it was really Cyril who helped kind of push Wild Angel Creations into existence. Something I know that you've been working on for quite a while and wanted to take the next level. And because of Godric the Goose, for you bonks, speak of the devil, there he is.
Hi, Cyril.
Hi, Cyril.
Good morning.
Oh my God, he lives.
How's it going?
We were just talking about you. Were your ears burning?
Yeah, well, I'm here.
About your big foot when you kind of
About
gave
what?
me a nudge, and when you gave me the nudge, and then I got the EIN, the tax ID number for Wild Angel Creations, and it's alive. And you made the first order, the first paid order for Wild Angel.
Yep.
So-
Ordered the Woobies for the wife.
They were adorable. And so Cyril, I don't know if you have been listening or not, but Cyril would like to introduce you to Mom. Mom, meet Cyril.
Hi, Cyril.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm here.
Oh, you slept about like I did last night.
Yeah, it's no, I didn't sleep at all last night. But I had a meeting at 11, so I had to make sure I stayed up for that. And then, of course, the body was wired because I had that much coffee in me. So then I finally passed out. I think at like 3. No, 4. Yeah, around 4. And then the wife woke me up at like 7:30. And it took me about an hour to claw my way back to the realm of the living. Yes.
It's one of those days, buddy. We're all having that problem. So welcome to the crowd.
Well, yeah, it's been one of those days. But we were, I bought some things to go on or with things that I make and send out. I've got these little tiny.
There we go.
Oh, the little handmade cards.
No, these are actually leather, and they stitch on. It says handmade, and it's like yarn heart.
Oh, cool.
And then I've got these little tags. Other way.
What do they say?
It says handmade. It's got
okay.
an old Singer style sewing machine, and then the like sewing basket, and they're designed to like fold over the edge of something, like when I do baby blankets or something that's flat, I can fold over the edge and stitch it on.
Nice.
And then some people are going to get these leather tags that say limited edition.
Ooh.
Nice.
Because I want to do a Save the Animals series and donate some of that to the sanctuaries. And those will be a limited edition. They won't be necessarily a one of a kind like Gimli, or Yabonks, but they're going to be limited. And
Now
so I'm going to tag them that.
That's awesome. The limited edition tag, is it blank on the other side?
Yes.
All right. So if you get yourself a little cheap, like $15 wood burning kit, you can use that to, on the blank side, burn into the leather the number.
Yep.
Nice.
And then for the itty bitty teenies, like the bee keychain I did for Rose, there's a little itty bitty tiny flower that says handmade. They're a little metal charm.
Nice.
And so for something like that, it would be perfect for the little bitties. Yeah,
you just sew that onto like where the stinger would go for the little baby.
It's a stinger shield. I love it.
Yep. Like kind of like a little pasty, but for its stinger.
Right. And then because small businesses are usually somebody's dream. And when I sent your package, I sent a note inside thanking you for being my first customer and all that kind of stuff. I found these little cards that say thank you. And on the back, it says, when you support a small business, you're supporting a dream. Your purchase made my day. I hope this package brightens yours. I really appreciate your support.
That's cute.
And to put in with the packages. So, yeah.
Very nice.
That's a good idea. But honestly, in today's world, why not, right? With the era of the internet being at your fingertips, everything is just there. If you want to figure out how to start your own business, you can. And you're going to make so much more producing value for yourself versus producing value for somebody else's pocket. Because that's the thing.
True.
We, as a nation, our minimum wage used to keep in line with things such as like the value that workers were outputting. And you could see for the longest time that productivity was in line with wage compensation. And then they both kind of went up together. And then at one point, wage compensation just went flat and productivity kept going up. So that value difference is what's padding the pockets of the corporate CEOs and all those megacorps. That's where the difference is coming from. They kept the wages the same, but ramped productivity up. Which all that does is stress the remaining workers.
Exactly. And Britt says, "Oh, I fully plan on having my own practice." I hope so, Britt. I really do. That way I can just come in, crash on your couch, like, okay, time to tell me what I'm crazy with today.
She's gonna charge you double, dude.
Yep.
Triple. I expect at least triple. And simple fact is, I'll walk in the door, she's like, "You're nuts. Give up." Okay, fair enough. Thanks. That was easy. That's $300, please.
And I actually have my friend Ginger, who some of you have seen on stream once or twice, or in chat, researching different online shops, Etsy, TikTok, Shopify, the works. She's doing a deep dive into them all to find out all the fees and all the details. She just had 3 surgeries in 10 days on her ankle, and so she's not moving around a whole lot. She stepped off a bar stool and broke her ankle all the way across both bones and one of her heel bones. So
Gravity works.
Obviously.
Yeah. So she's not doing much these days, so she is doing some research for me because I don't have the time, to be honest, to do that deep dive. So I'm waiting for all that research to come in before I make a jump on that. And so we might actually have a storefront at some point.
Come here.
Hi, Snoopy.
Very nice. Hi, Snoop.
Here.
But
Come here.
yeah, I know
Aw.
Rose and I are finally like going in business together for the first time, surprisingly. And we're starting the 3D printing business.
That's epic.
That is cool.
Or maybe she will be bar hopping since one of the
Hopping on one foot into the bar. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. She's gonna fall
Actually,
down.
they banned her. They said she's too much of a liability.
Yeah, they don't need that kind of insurance lawsuit or potential claims.
Well,
Right.
they didn't know she had broken her ankle. All they knew is she fell. So I asked her, do they ban every person who falls?
She could sue for that.
And of all things, it's a VFW hall.
Ooh. Well, technically, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Private business reserves the right of who they're going to serve, right? Free market. So
But they based it on the fact that she fell. Because she fell, she was banned. Nothing else. So my question was,
a business has the right to
true,
refuse service to a high-risk customer.
but do they do that for every high-risk customer?
It's at the discretion of the manager on duty.
Yeah. I don't
So-
know.
So how did she fall? Was she like table dancing and fell off the table, or what the hell happened?
No, she she says she'd only had 1 or 2 drinks, and she's in there a couple times a week with her friend, and a lot of times she's drinking club soda and Coke. But she stepped down. They were getting ready to leave. Her heel on her cowboy boot caught the crossbar on the bar stool, and she had gastric bypass when it wasn't done well. Where they actually cut and bypassed everything, and so she doesn't have all the absorption that she should, and so she has extremely brittle bones anyway. And the only reason it didn't compound fracture is she had her tie up cowboy boots on. I don't know what the brand they are, but they actually could tell where the bone tried to come through the skin. because it killed the skin.
Oh,
And so, they put her in the whole external fixation, the bars on the outside. So that was her first surgery, putting the bars on. Then she got an infection and ended up with cellulitis and some mega antibiotics. And they had to put her under and take the bars out because it caused the infection. And then they had to wait for the infection to heal.
before they could put the bar back in.
No,
Right.
they went in and put pins and plates in
Oh,
because she broke both bones in her lower leg, plus one of the heel bones. So she has pins and plates. She had 2 incisions, 10 inches on one side and 4 inches on the other. Actually, those boots definitely saved her butt. No, they weren't made for walking. Apparently, they were made for falling. But they saved her from an open fracture.
well, that's good at least.
So, yeah.
Right.
If you've
But,
got to be grateful for something, be grateful for that.
Exactly.
Um,
But at the same time, I mean, if she does have, like you're saying, brittle bones, things like that, that right there could institute a high risk factor, especially since obviously in most bars or establishments, there's not cushions or padded railings, things like that. So,
Right.
I mean, all the way around, you're talking, it's almost like a Mr. Glass scenario where, anytime you break, man, could shatter something. So I could see that.
Well, this VFW has a habit of refusing service dogs. Documented service dogs. The only service dogs they will allow in is if the person is blind. That is it. They're kind of a walking litigation trap. So they're not a good example for other like VFW halls. And they're in a little tiny town. There's a population of 900 if you count the cows. It's about 40 miles from the next biggest city. 40, 50 miles. But it's in Fairfield, Montana. And documented service dogs. There is a, for lack of a better word, prescription. They are for a reason, not just a pet that comes in with people that you see at some stores.
Well, like one that's actually like been trained to
Yes.
perform service dog, has the appropriate, has completed
Documentation and-
documentation.
Training, etc. They refuse them.
So I didn't think you could.
Not
by law,
legally.
you can't.
Right. So what I'm thinking is like, no, some of these dogs, they're for PTSD, they're for hearing abilities, they're for comfort animals. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons to have one.
Well, there's a
And
difference between an emotional support animal and a service animal.
oh, okay.
Emotional support animals are not covered by ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act, to go into all businesses. Chloe, our
Right.
little terrier, she used to be a documented service dog. I had extremely high anxiety, had to go to the grocery store at 3 a.m. because I couldn't be around people. Luckily, I have graduated out of needing her. So she's retired. But Snoopy, mom's dog, could be classified as an emotional support animal.
Yeah.
Keeps her company, it provides companionship, but he is not trained to block people so they don't get too close.
He's
Chloe
not trained
was.
for anything.
He's trying to come down here whenever he escapes your yard. He does that all
I
the time.
know, he does.
Chloe
And by the
lived-
way, son, you said to take off our shoes. So I did.
That's one way to do it.
love it, Mom.
That's good.
Hey, you gotta have a sense of humor. They're overrated.
Exactly. Hey, you don't need both legs. One will do fine.
Yeah.
And Cyril, thank you for everything you're doing. You didn't hear my speech earlier. but
Well,
I really appreciate everything your generation does.
well, thank you. Appreciate it.
I wish I'd had the information on credit, though, when I was raising the boys, because I could never afford to invest. So, and it
It's
took me years to get my cards paid off, but I did it.
good job. Good job, because it's the way it's designed. It's not really meant for people to be able to go through and pay it off after they've accrued a significant amount of debt or anything like that. It's designed to keep you stuck there forever paying that interest. So if
I
you
know.
manage to recover from, previous debt and whatnot, then good job.
Well, if I can keep Jimmy Tom off of Amazon, I'll be good.
Nope, not happening.
I can try.
So, and Rose said, look into the laws of service dogs because a lot of people are misinformed about them. There are no documents or registries for service animals.
Well, there are registries and there are documents, but there are no required documents or registries for them. There's a lot of groups out there that say, hey, register with us, register your service dog with us. Okay, it's very informal. It's not like a federally recognized licensing program.
Okay.
It's more about the training. There's usually a medical reason for it, for the dog. And so when people are getting their service animal, and usually it's a dog. However, cats can be service animals. Mini horses can be service animals. Actually, a lot of mobility challenged people have mini horses as I just won $10 on Yabonks' show.
Yay! Congrats!
I just had a Discord pop in. But
you stopped mid-sentence. I'm like, okay,
I
she
did.
got lost.
It popped up. No, I was like, whoa, hey, cool. So yeah, it's not just dogs. Usually what most people see are dogs.
Right.
But yeah.
Interesting.
It's all about the training. A service animal is trained to do a specific task. They cannot ask you what that task is if you take an animal in. If you say that's a service animal, they have to stop. They are not allowed to ask you why, what it's for, what it does. By law, they can't.
Interesting. So it sounds like there's some difference of opinions here. Sounds like Rose has some different information. So, man, this is something we got to dig into. So, yeah, we're definitely going to have to carry this to the Discord. And if let's add a channel for service animals. For if we've got any links, things like that, let's try to share those. Because that would be really important information to know, is what does or does not qualify, and then what are the legal aspects associated with those. That could be very interesting.
Yeah, when I got Chloe as a service dog, it was a lot of research because I trained her myself. She did not come trained.
Gotcha. So I'm kind of curious, Britt. Now you be going to school to be a doctor of psychology. Look at me, I'm learning. I don't want to get hurt. I'm curious, do they teach you guys anything about service animals, things like that? Or is that do you prescribe service animals? Or how does that work on the professional side? I'd love to know, right?
And we'll let her hop in here. She might be in a point where her studying.
Maybe, but she can type really fast too.
Oh, yeah.
So now earlier you were talking about how Ginger got pins in her ankle and stuff. Now, let me slow down for a sec, because the topic for tonight that the community voted for was "You're not going to believe this," and so that can have a lot of ramifications. Part of it was you're not going to believe that you got all three generations of my family right here on camera at the same time.
I think that's great.
Yeah, the young, the middle, and the old. So, yeah, we got everybody.
I'm not old.
The wise. There we go. We'll call you the wise. You got to put your microphone back in front of your face, though.
More
When
like
you talk.
the ancient.
Cigarettes.
There
Okay.
you go.
I need one of Cyril's cigarettes.
No, you don't.
No.
There you go. It's even
You
menthol.
want a vape?
Huh?
You want a vape?
Just got one of those too.
He's got one in each hand.
We come prepared here.
True.
Yeah,
yeah.
but totally. You're not going to believe this. She went in to have a drink and she stepped down, and a month later, she got out of the hospital.
That's insane. That's
She
crazy.
was in
And
the hospital for 32 days.
From
Well-
what you said, it'll be a while healing.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she was pending a surgery on her other ankle because they can't get the hardware.
Well, you know what they say, drinking's dangerous. So maybe she should stay away from the bar.
That's what I told her.
don't drink and walk. It doesn't work. Just stop drinking. It's easy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to write a WUI ticket for
Walking while intoxicated.
walking under influence. Yeah.
There you go.
In that case, I better keep my butt planted right here. Or
Yeah.
you're giving me a ticket.
You're gonna fall out of your chair. It's like you were sitting while drinking. How dare you? And Britt says, also getting my PhD in psychology, working with veterans to make sure I'm versed in service animals. Currently, I've not had any training with that specifically. Okay. And yeah, it's kind of curious. Trying to catch up in the comments. It's well documented how positive they can be. And I've heard a lot about that, the positivities of them. Because we as people, we're not always the most compassionate, and we've got our own lives. We don't always want to include someone else's disability or problems into our universe. So it's a really tough area to be in. And speaking of the pins, something I was thinking of before is, we talked about this before, where the Shriners Hospital was a huge influence on Mom. Got her to walk as a child due to cerebral palsy. And I remember when I was younger, it's when you had your surgery and had your ankle fused.
Yeah.
And you had the big metal pins sticking out both sides of your legs.
I
And a couple
did.
times a day, I had to go in and I had to help clean them and disinfect. And that was crazy as a kid. I mean, that blew my mind. It's like, there's a big hunk of metal, like yay long, sticking out of your leg on both sides. This is not okay. Yeah,
I still work.
yeah, you do. You always have.
I know.
So I didn't fall off a bar stool and fracture my ankle. And I certainly didn't have a pin going through and sticking out on both sides. However, when I was younger, and I would say I was younger than my daughter is currently. I believe I was around 7 years old. When I was even younger than that, my sister had convinced me that it snowed one time while I was taking a nap, right? And she got to go play in it, but then a tornado came and sucked up all the snow. And so I missed out, right? And so being that I was a young, impressionable, little kid who looked up to his older sister, I believed her. And so then about a month or so later, when it actually was winter and we did get a pretty decent snowstorm, I was so excited that I was finally awake when it snowed and I would get to play in it before the tornado came and sucked up all the snow, that I went running down the hallway. And unfortunately, one of my feet landed like this.
Ooh.
While I was running to go get dressed and everything. You could hear the crack/rip sound throughout the entire house. I tore the tendon on the top of my foot.
Ouch.
And I didn't want to admit it because I needed to play in the snow. So I stayed dressed up. I hobbled my way on out there. I tried playing in the snow. I made one circuit around the yard, hopping on one foot, and decided that it was far too painful. I had to go inside and sit. And at this point, my ankle had swollen up like crazy. So my mom freaks out,
Yeah.
loads all of us up into the 15 passenger van, because remember, I was the second oldest to 8 kids on my mom's side. There wasn't that many of us yet back then, but there were still enough of us that we had like one of those 15 passenger vans, because car seats take up a lot of space, and there was always a plethora of car seats. Well, this was a really bad snowstorm, and everything was gridlocked, and the van wound up dying in the intersection in the middle of the snowstorm as I'm sitting there with a torn ankle tendon. We all got the the blankets that we keep in the back and everything. We're all huddled underneath it while we wait for a tow truck because it's freezing outside. And then finally my grandfather, because everything was gridlocked, it was a really bad snowstorm, he took about 2 hours to make it out to where we were in his car and take me and my mother down to the hospital, while everybody else waited with the van for the tow truck to make its way through the snowstorm and get everybody home. So it was a fun experience, all because my sister convinced me that one time snow got sucked up by a tornado and I missed out.
That's good. That is priceless. And Britt's asking, did you grow up down in the Oklahoma area, all that, with the Naders?
We were in Pennsylvania. We had never seen a tornado or had any kind of tornado scare or anything of the sort, but we had learned about tornadoes recently, so.
Somebody's been watching The Wizard of Oz.
I convinced my daughter I turned a fish colors.
Ooh. Is that because it became Fish 2.0?
She had a beta, and it was blue and red. I hope I haven't seen her pop in, so I'm going to tell the story. I think
Here we go.
You think she hasn't figured it out by now?
I don't know. I don't know if I ever told her, but she was like in kindergarten, and her beta had been kind of not acting right, and it died while she was at school. And so a blue and red beta, that's pretty common colors. So I ran down to the pet store to buy a new beta. They didn't have a blue and red one, but they had a white one with some blue and some red underneath. So it was kind of frosted blue and red. So when she got home, and my daughter has some developmental delays, and she had an assistant, a worker at the time. And not only did I convince my daughter that I had taken the fish to the fish doctor and he gave it some medicine and changed colors, her worker believed me.
Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes every person responds differently to medication, right? Every animal could have a different side effect, and sometimes, unfortunately, due to the way that the color of the fish scales is derived through what they eat in their environment, sometimes the medication can cause your fish scale color to change, and it's important to make sure you monitor the tank temperature, the pH balance during this process. We can go back to normal.
But it was just so funny because the worker looks at me, she goes, "Really? They can give fish medicine?" I said, I held up a bottle of like water conditioner. I said, "Yeah, see?" This is somebody with a bachelor's degree in psychology who should know better.
To be fair, though,
who should know better. But I looked at her and I'm just like, so later I had to pull her aside and tell her, no, I just didn't want my daughter upset because her fish died, because she didn't really understand that concept yet.
Right.
We hadn't lost anybody in the family and no other pet had died. The worst that happened was her gerbil got out and ran away. But yeah, I turned it colors.
That's pretty good. it's scary that the assistant actually believed it. And it sounds like somebody else has been doing the 2.0 and then a 3.0. Is it safe to chat? Make sure somebody is not listening in, or do they already know? Or
yeah, she knows by now. I mean, dude, when she was 6, I had a pet snake, or was she 5? I don't remember. I'm sure Rose will correct me with the age shortly. But I had a pet snake, and it would not eat the frozen and thawed pinkies, like the rats, right? It would only eat the live ones. So we kept her out whenever I had to feed it. And one time, Rose didn't realize that she was there in the kitchen, or that I had come home and fed it. And so Lily was in the kitchen and she was just sitting there. And sometimes the rats can be a little vociferous about being eaten.
You think? I would too.
So it started screaming. And she goes, ha, 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 ha. He's like, help me, but I'm dead. And she's like laughing her ass off about it. And I'm just like...
That's a little disturbing, man.
And this is the same little girl that occasionally would sing a little song about, I'm sorry I had to kill you and eat you. I'm going to eat you. There was no way that she had ever heard anything like that before. And she was like 2, 3 or something when she was singing that song, while Rose was like trying to mind her own business. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's disturbing. And I want to check. I know a comment coming. She was 3 or 4. Rose is correcting you. Yep. And it's kind of scary. Now, of course, like Ray up there, BlazinHaze. Now, one of her favorite songs growing up was "Will You Help Me Hide a Body?" You want to hide a body? Yeah, the whole Frozen version. Yeah.
In one piece.
Yeah, we have a disturbed family, but one of the things we like is horror movies. Everybody except Wild Angel, but the rest of us, we know all the classic horror movies and all the great characters. And
I could read a book.
I'm not a fan of horror. However, I am a huge sucker for a really good sci-fi thriller. Right? So, horror.
I like sci-fi thrillers.
Yeah. Thematic. That's the nice
Yes!
buzz.
Yes,
Great.
Rose. I love that.
This could be bad.
What's
Apparently, Lily's coming here.
Yeah, she's gonna come learn to be a serial killer in training.
Yay!
Welcome to my life.
We need more of those in the world, especially female ones. Come on.
They're pretty rare.
Yeah, they are.
Right?
Right.
It doesn't have to be a male-dominated field.
It won't be after this.
Yeah, she definitely gets it from Rose. Dude,
Oh, I
one
love her
time,
already.
I will find the picture and I will find the video, because I do have them somewhere, and I will locate them and I will send them to you. But I have a video of when I've been playing Far Cry 5 a lot when it came out, and she was like maybe 4 or 5 years old when that came out, and I've been playing that. I went to the bathroom. I come back out. She's sitting in my seat, my oversized headphones on her tiny little head, and at the time I was using a 53 or 54-inch 4K TV as a monitor, so it's just like little her staring up at it like this. And she's sitting there with the sniper rifle, sniping civilians out of their car as they're driving. And then she finds the flamethrower and just burning one of the story NPCs. So, of course, it doesn't die. It just goes unconscious, and then after a while resets. And she's like laughing her ass off maniacally. And I'm like, okay, look, you cannot be playing this, you little psycho.
Can you blame her, though? Like, I still do that.
I mean, yeah. I would be lying if I said whenever I play Sims 4, I don't make a basement goblin that just sits there and paints. No doors, no stairs to get out of there. It's got a little mini fridge. It's got a facilities, whatever, and it's just a sim that paints, so I can sell the paintings, and my Sims don't have to work.
Perfect.
Art.
Keep a slave locked in the basement. Okay, that works.
That works.
Hey, they got to be an artist because you got to
Yeah,
sell the shit.
Right.
Fair
Right.
enough.
So it's the art goblin.
Yes, the art.
I like
goblin.
that.
Yes.
That's good. She gets me to watch horror movies. Yeah, see, I like horror movies too, and I grew up watching them, so it's really hard to scare me. But I just get that creepy feeling. I remember being a little kid. We lived in a trailer right next to a cemetery, and watched the movie Phantasm. And I was like 5. But to this day, man, every time I go by a cemetery, I think, okay, that little steel ball is going to come out and drill me in the head and start drilling my brains out. It's going to happen. So I was like, oh, God, what is wrong with these people?
Yeah, welcome to my world, Cyril.
Says a person becomes a serial killer after 3 kills. If that's not motivation, I don't know what is.
Motivation.
Yeah. Wow. Looks like Britt, I think we need some family counseling over here. I think Cyril and Rose are going to need your services here soon. Or your medical field, because she's going to kill him.
Okay, we're the quietest neighbors.
Yeah.
They always are. The
It's always the
quietest
quiet
and
ones.
also the most friendly. You know, the one that
Well-
everybody knows and likes.
Well, I hear that they're typically the most up and coming communities. Everyone's dying to get in there.
Oh, that's good. So I didn't read your post above. Yeah, Britt's just laughing her ass off. We're twisted. Yeah, those were the quietest neighbors. There's always vacancies. Why is that? Wrong one.
She's talking about the message where she said T kicked a dog when he was 2 and laughed. We are raising a generation of serial killers.
We really are, Brett. I agree. There's something wrong with today's generation. At the same time, with all the social media, with all the games, everything, it's all about, okay, kill them and respawn. You get shot, you die, you respawn. And for me personally, that's why I've taken all the kids out to the desert and taught them how to shoot. Taught them, okay, if you shoot something, it's dead. The only thing we kill is if we eat it. That's my belief. So now, if you turn into be one of those serial killers that eat your victims, okay, then you qualify for my rules. That's still okay, I guess.
They're
Just don't eat the
quiet.
brain.
Thank you.
Right?
Makes you
Yeah,
sick.
yeah. It doesn't digest well. Stay
Well,
smart
if
at
you
it.
properly cook them, you know.
Yeah, she's been watching too much Hannibal Lecter, apparently, where you leave them alive while you cook the brain. Because, hey, that's always better, right?
Yeah, it's nice to have a conversation while you eat. You know.
Even Brett's like, I can't help you. You're a lost cause.
Good. I don't need help.
See, okay, so, yeah, I'm way behind on the comments. They're bouncing around all over. Mushrooms and cheeks. Fair enough, okay. So this is definitely getting weird tonight, as we expected. Now,
That's
Yeah, you-
I can fix that. I can fix that.
okay.
And then saute
Right
the
now.
mushrooms.
Right.
Go Google world's newest, tiniest mushroom. Image search, and it's the super deep, like cerulean blue with the little tiny, like little yellow dot balls all around it. That's like tinier than this dude's like fingertip. And then share the picture, because mushrooms.
Here we go. Here we
Isn't
go.
it adorable?
Oh, it's so pretty.
It is.
It looks
pretty.
like it's glowing.
Doesn't it?
It looks like it's got the little light.
Okay, so what's the catch? There's always a catch.
It's a newly discovered mushroom, and I think somebody in the name of science needs to be the first person to eat it and see what happens.
I volunteer.
Yep, that's my family. I'll volunteer. Pick me. Brain implant, I'm all in. Let's do it.
If I die, I die. You know, 10 points.
You're supposed
You
to
want
escape alive.
Shh.
Rose volunteers his tribute.
Oh, there is tribute.
She just wants to be able to see and touch and hold the tiniest mushroom. I guarantee it. And take pictures of it.
And Britt says, did you know mushrooms are super smart? Really?
Yes.
They don't say much. It's hard to tell. How do you know?
The trips, man. The trips.
No, they communicate, but they use electrochemicals signals to communicate, and biochemistry, and plants sing, plants speak, plants can see. They've so in a perfectly they took a plant that mimics other plants, and people speculated maybe it was like the light shadow casting or something like that. So they made sure that there were no shadows, no possible way that this plant would be able to utilize just photoreceptor like lighting to determine the shape of the plant it's trying to mimic, so it doesn't get eaten. And it still copied it. It still mimicked it. It knew it needed to look like that plant. You know, they've shown that the plants emit sound signals. They're just outside of our auditory frequency. And those sound signals change depending on whether the plant is stressed out, whether the plant is thirsty. Like, it communicates with this sound what it needs. Like,
Really?
there's so much more going on in just regular plant life than we think. It's so wild. And look up what the different look up like tree music, and then like on YouTube, and you should see like people like clipping these little alligator clips onto the different plants, and then you can hear the tones. It's legitimately the tones that those plants are giving off, and just they drop the frequency so that it's in our auditory range.
Oh, wow. That's wild. So it's kind of like the whole Avatar thing where, you know, the trees are seeing the interconnected networks, all that kind of stuff. That's pretty wild.
That is wild.
And we got your bunks here. How you doing, Alex?
And the mycelial network, dude, it permeates every living thing on this planet.
And then we come along and screw it all up. Way to go, humans.
There is a surprisingly huge percentage of your body mass that is not made up of you. It's made up of things like the bacteria that you have in your body. You carry with you every bacteria that you've ever experienced in your body. Like, it doesn't go away. Your body just adapts to it, right? And then there's like whole bio ecosystems in there. They've found just in this like one guy's belly button, they found a bacteria that only has ever previously been recorded in Japan. And the dude's never been there. You know, he lived his whole life here in the US in some remote little town.
That's weird. Yeah, that is creepy. And yeah, Britt agrees. She's like, yeah, exactly. It's wild. And it is crazy. I mean, you start thinking about, you know, going back to the horror thing, you think you've got the zombie apocalypse. That was a big thing for the last, 5-10 years. Everything was zombies. You've got the technology that's advancing faster than we are. So you've got the AI side, you've got the zombie side, you've got all these, like you're talking the, wow, I just hit a brick wall. But the question is really, you start taking all these different facets. What is really going to be the demise of humanity, or how's it going to play out? Because, I mean, obviously, we are kind of popular, polluting the world. We're screwing it up. Eventually, it's going to come back and bite us. It's going to happen. I mean, there was a horror movie about that. God, I forget what it was called, where all the plants came back and they pollinated and caused us to kill ourselves. It's crazy. It really makes you wonder what the next 50 or 100 years are going to look like.
Yeah.
The Last of Us. Is that it? Is that the name of the movie?
Yeah, the one with the cordyceps.
No, it's a different one I'm thinking of. Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
The Happening. Yes, Britt, that was it. The Happening. And that was a creepy move. That started off so awesome because two ladies are sitting there crocheting, and one lady takes a crochet or a knitting needle They were knitting, and took some knitting needle and just sticks it up through her chin into her brain. Like, the hell? That was the start of the movie, and it just went downhill from there. It was awesome.
That's why I don't watch those movies.
Yeah, that was weird. Then it pans left, and all these people are climbing a tree to hang themselves. Like, and it was the plants coming back to basically erase humanity. They're fighting back. They released this pollen that caused us all to go insane and kill ourselves. It was nuts.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie now. I did a share request. I found the video I was telling you about.
Got it. Okay.
All right, let me restart. So, do you hear the audio?
Listen to this mind sing right now. Let's hear it play some music.
Wow.
I really enjoy listening to philodendron and snake plants. Any plant that inspires me along the way on a hike with a beautiful view. Let's tune into the sounds played by this plant. We just attach 2 sensors to a plant's leaves, and PlantWave detects these slight variations that are happening in plants based on them moving water around. We graph those variations as a wave, translate them into pitch, and then run those pitch messages through instruments that we design. So the result is this continuous stream of pleasing music that gives us all this sonic window into the secret life of plants. As many of you have been asking, what would a redwood tree sound like? Let's see what melodies it creates when we connect the plant wave. If a plant is really underwatered, it might play just a few notes, whereas if a plant is really healthy and thriving, it will be going through like the whole range. Looks like we have a plant here that may not have made it through this heat. So let's check it out. Let's see if it can make any music. Yeah, nothing. Let's see what happens when I water the plant. Let's listen. Every plant is different and every leaf is different. So here we are listening to the strawberry tree. And now let's check out this pothos.
I want one of those.
Yeah, that is way cool.
Wave actually works with mushrooms.
Yep.
That is
I
wild.
want one. Put that on my Christmas list.
Okay.
Now, this is the music one, right? Where what they do is they essentially just convert the movement of the water, right? But there's a scientific one. It doesn't have like pleasing, like musical quality notes. It's more like pulse notes. But that's the one that actually converts like what the plants are trying to say, essentially. It sounds more like clicks and pops and series of that. So it's not as acoustically enjoyable, but that's the scientific one about the plants communicating.
Right. No, that's pretty cool. And yeah, hey, JC, good to see you, brother. And yeah, that stuff is very interesting. And, you know, it's fascinating. We think we dominate the world, and really we don't. It was here long before us. It'll be here long after us. And so it's one of those that, man, the plants, the species, all that, they are far more advanced than we ever give them credit for.
Yep.
So, oh, look at that. Somebody decided to crash the party. Qrow, how you doing, buddy?
Hi, Qrow.
Hey everyone,
Colorado.
I'm doing pretty good. Too early to say anything.
See,
I cracked the joke.
Go ahead.
I cracked the joke today because we drove to Walmart and their stop signs have flashing lights when it goes dark. I was like, look, Dustin, they're such bad drivers. They have to have their lights flashing so they can see them.
Oh.
That's evil.
Oh.
Yes, the Qrow has landed. He has landed. And so, for those who don't know, Qrow is out of town. So, usually he's stationed here in Boise, where we're at. And he got shipped off to Colorado for, what, a week, 2 weeks, something like that. to fix a building that was built a while back. It has some quirks or whatever's wrong with it. He gets shipped down to fix that. And so, yeah, that is turning into quite an ordeal so far, Qrow. I mean, you got stranded on the side of the road for a while waiting for somebody to go get their tools they left. That was insane. Sounds like you're having a hell of a good time. So how is it down in Colorado?
It's been pretty good. The site we're working at, it was just a mud pit. I mean, I soaked myself up probably 3 feet just in mud.
Now, you know you're an electrician, right? And electricity and water don't mix. So I wouldn't advise that. What are you doing, man?
I just have to walk from one end of the site to the other, and from the walk from the truck where all our stuff is at to the site, you sink.
Sounds more like swimming than walking.
Pretty much.
Well, at least you're not walking in a bar. Otherwise, you might break your ankle and it'd go bad.
Yeah, see, I told you, Qrow, you'd be able to sneak away and hop on with your phone. This guy here, he was trying to tell us that, I won't make it to Freaky Friday this time because I'm going to be in Colorado, boo hoo hoo. And I was like, no excuse, you have a phone, you can join.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have bad audio coming to you guys.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't care. It's Freaky Friday, man. It's all about having fun and just throwing out whatever. So, of course, as you know, Qrow, tonight the topic is you won't believe this. So, we've all been sharing different stories, different things that you wouldn't believe. So, it's your turn, bud. Time to step up. Put him on the spot. I know I do that a lot.
Yeah.
And I did send Alex an invite, so he may pop in, he may not. But either way, he's always welcome. Dun, 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 dun.
You won't believe this, but yeah, I got stuck in Utah Price because someone forgot their tools.
They're like, Alex, I'll take. You won't believe this for 100. No, sorry. The answer.
I have nothing.
Yeah, don't you hate being put on the spot, man?
Anything I could say, you guys would believe.
Except the fact that you left Mouse, your loving dog and companion, with the most irresponsible adult on the planet. What the hell were you thinking, man?
You won't believe this, but my little key to get into my hotel room is a piece of wood.
A piece of wood?
What?
Piece of wood.
Okay, I gotta see this. How do you get a piece of wood to open a door? Well,
You're kidding.
It's wooden with an NFC with a chip in it.
Oh,
okay.
First of all, it's Colorado.
They handed it to me. I was like, "Where's my key?" Because they handed like a package. Like, your key's in there. I'm like, a piece of wood?
Yeah, that is really cool.
It's a cool souvenir to keep too. I mean,
right? They're gonna charge you $200 for it if you take it, but it might be worth it. I don't know.
It's an expense paid trip, so I don't know.
Put it on your tab, then.
There you go. Right? Along with the towels and the bathrobe and whatever's in the mini fridge.
No, the hotel here is actually really cool. So every morning they set out breakfast and stuff, and then every night you stay here, they have a little store inside for like knickknacks and stuff. And there's things like ramen and soda, and they give you $10 a day you stay to go and spend at the store.
Good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You went out of town. They gave you per diem to buy groceries. On top of that, the hotel is giving you breakfast, and they're giving you $10 a day to eat with. So technically, you shouldn't be spending a dime really on anything.
There's not really, their food is expensive. So like a little pizza like yay big is like $5.
And where you eat like 3 breakfasts and 4 dinners, and yeah, that could get ugly.
I ate for lunch, I ate the pizza, a thing of ramen, and an ice cream sandwich.
That's a lot.
Isn't it great to have a metabolism like that? Because he's skin and bones. Just wait. That's going to come back to bite you in the ass hard about the time you hit 45.
Middle age is
Hey,
where the
hey,
broad.
if he makes it that far.
Right, if he lives that long, because Ray will kill him.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Middle age is where the broad mind and the narrow waist change places.
Right?
This is true.
Very true.
I'm living proof of that. So, by the way, something else you guys may not believe, and maybe I ought to rearrange this here. So, there we go. Maybe we should put people where they belong. Okay. So, as you can see, actually, there we go. Okay, now it's lined up correctly. Can anybody solve the riddle I just created on the screen and tell me the answer? Besides... Well,
I can.
Okay, so...
Besides the top row.
Right. So, besides the top row up here, and you guys don't count because
the
you're there.
bottom row.
Can I hazard a guess?
Go for it.
Did you line us up in age?
Nope.
No.
Not even close.
Brit says
Brit,
age.
not
Nope.
age.
Yeah, see? I thought age too. But I don't know how old these two are, right?
Well,
They're
I met
comparable.
Qrow at Ray's graduation because he also graduated. Same
Before
year.
that, actually.
Yeah, we did meet
Ian's
him
birthday
before
party.
graduation.
Did we?
Yeah, birthday
Yeah.
party.
I do not remember that either, but
Me neither.
everyone else does.
I remember the birthday party. Do you remember the didn't I do a top hat for you that year, Ray?
The
The top
whole
hat
theme was
cake?
steampunk.
Right.
So,
I remember you. You were there with a friend of yours.
okay, so,
Yeah, we had
That
us.
tells me nothing.
Us.
right.
That tells me nothing.
Okay, that doesn't solve the riddle. So, Brit's saying, thinking age. Anybody else? Come on, pipe up there. It's okay. Anything goes here. It's Freaky
know.
Friday.
Mom,
can't talk. You don't
I
get
can't.
sit.
Okay.
because you know.
Is it in order of how long you've known?
No?
No, because then he would be closer to Mom because she's known him longer than I have.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh no, dude! I'm running on like an hour and a half power nap and like
Oh, no.
200 milligrams of THC.
Okay.
You're
Well,
asking.
I'll be nice then. Okay. I will start giving you breadcrumb trails. Pipe up when you get it. My brain is too tired. Okay. So the riddle on the screen is up at the top, you have myself and Wild Angel. So we are paired together. And across at the end of our row is the wise person of the older generation.
Yeah.
So you have a couple here with the end that way with wisdom. So what does that mean we have below us?
Oh my God, this is painful.
Oh no, this is hilarious.
So it dealt with age. No,
No, it
Well-
has nothing to do with age.
no. We have our loving other way. There you go. There you go.
On my phone, I can barely see you guys. It looks like you're taking a nap.
Damn it, man. Come on. Okay, so
Just
we have a couple up top.
Yeah, couple. And
There you
then-
go.
Yeah.
Couple. That was part of the riddle. And then the wisdom of that generation. So couple up top with the wisdom on the end, couple down below with the wisdom on the end. The younger generation. There you go. Yes. So
Yes, they're
Qrow and Ray.
I don't think Cyril's very full of wisdom right now.
There you go. Brit got okay. Oh, they are a couple. Yeah. They are a couple now. So
wow. That was
funny.
okay, we'll change gears here. So yes, you bunks, check that out, brother. Everybody in the family now is wearing Karma Farm sanctuaries. We are promoting the farm everywhere we go. And I know, Mom, you you haven't met Alex. Alex, this is Mom. Mom, this is Alex. And
Hi,
I know
Alex.
Mom want to come on tonight, say a few words. So, Mom, it's all yours.
Hey, I did that before.
You get to say it again because we
Put
got
your-
2 other people.
And put your mic in front of your face.
Okay.
Oh.
Alex, I am very, very proud of you, of what you do. And I'm more than happy to play it forward because your generation does play it forward. And I've told Cyril this, and I am very impressed because you don't find many people anymore that care that much. And it is so awesome. And yes, I support you, and I even joined your channel. It's good to meet you, hun, and thank you all for being so great and putting up with me. Because I'm only 25 here, so I'm about your guys' age. The rest of me, you know, it took 81 years, but it's all good. So thank you so much, all of you. And I'm proud of each and every one of you. And I love you for the people you are. Hey, Qrow, I even love you.
Oh my God.
It's a
Somebody,
miracle.
I know, he's my bonus grandson, in case anybody doesn't know that.
Bonus grandson. Okay.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have a bonus grandson, and
He's
I have
adopted,
bonus
it's okay.
kids.
Finnegan.
Ah,
And Monk says, thanks for all the love and support. Hopegiver, love you too. And
Aw,
Jason says,
thank
love you.
you.
Gives hearts. And that's what's great about this. We have one of the most awesome communities, but it's not just Down Home Crypto. It's the Yabonks community. It's all of us. It's everybody within the crypto space seems to have that generosity to them. And I think it's because we're here because of our hardships. We've learned life sucks. And coming to a place to where we can congregate with like-minded people, similar interests, passions. And the great thing is, you never know what's going to happen.
I don't know how to do it.
There you go. Okay, I'll kick you off for a sec, Mom. There you go. You can blow your nose down. What's epic, Alex?
I didn't know
I
what was
thought I
happening.
was low tech. I knew how to turn my camera off.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I got something y'all won't believe.
What?
I contacted Idaho Candy Company today. The Idaho Spud Bar people.
There you go.
Really?
Did you send them
them
links to some shorts?
I sent them a contact us form. It says, hey, we got to get together. That we have been talking them up. We have used Idaho Spud Bars as raffle prizes. They have gone as far as Norway. And that we would love the opportunity to discuss potentially a discount code or an affiliate link or something like that for our community. And that Down Home Crypto is all about bringing people together and making connections. Just like you, Alex, it's all about the connection. And it's the people connection, not the AI connection. I totally get that. And I told them that my content creator was working on a compilation video. So my content creator really needs to get off his butt and make that compilation video of all the little bunch of little clips of the features that we've done. I told them that we spent about an hour a couple weeks ago doing a whole tasting of Idaho Spud Bars on camera, on live stream. So we'll see what they say. So I'll keep you all posted.
Woohoo!
Awesome. Yeah, put that video together and send it over to them because that's what's going to sink it, right? Because so many people can just send out a letter, claiming XYZ, but not have the proof of it. And so having that video.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And, also, I was really hoping somebody else was going to pop in here because I know that some of these made it to a certain location in Canada. That's right.
Did they finally make it?
Yes. Qrow got his candy bars. He picked them up, and I talked to him today. And I said, hey, come in. But he's going to start a new job, so he didn't know if he's going to make it or not. But I told him to save them so that he could experience them with us.
I was going to stop at the store and pick up some Huckleberry gems and maybe a couple of the cherry cordial bars.
Oh, I saw those
Yeah.
eyebrows go up.
All right, say what?
You like
There's
cherry
what?
cordials, huh?
Yeah, Queen Anne's cordial cherries are my favorite candy.
Well, Idaho Candy Company they don't just have Idaho Spud bars. They have Huckleberry Gems and they have cherry cordial bars. Okay, I will pick some up. I will send them out this weekend. Okay. Maybe by Monday. I'll send you a couple. You and Rose can try them. Yes, Rose, cherry cordial bars. See? And their butter toffee is also to die for.
Yeah.
I don't like toffee.
Oh,
it
this
is
is
so
really
good.
good. But
Wait,
yeah, I was gonna pick some up and we could taste them. I have decided. Here's another one you won't believe. Marshmallow is not so bad if it's frozen. Thank you, Qrow, very much for that. I was actually able to sit and eat an entire Idaho Spud bar in one setting without going, because it had been in the freezer for like a week.
huh?
It changes the texture of the marshmallow, but I still don't like Rocky Road ice cream. Those marshmallows still feel like a marshmallow in my mouth.
Yes, they do.
That's fair.
Yeah, no. But frozen Idaho Spud bars do not feel like a marshmallow to me.
Okay, so we've got to pick up some of these for Cyril, right? That
Yes,
right there.
I will pick them up when I grocery shop this weekend.
Yes.
All right, I have yet to eat dinner yet. The food
You don't need to
cost-
eat. You're fine.
We had to get
You had
the
a pizza
food at
today.
some point.
Yeah, in about 23 minutes. You're good.
It's leftovers.
So, no, I think that's really great. And, it's one of those, I love about the Idaho Candy Company because they are a historical candy company. They're based in the foundation of integrity, of keeping it the same and being just honest and direct. And that's one thing I really like about them.
Yeah.
And that's why I always try to promote them because I think they're a great candy company versus trying to chase the fad. Just like we teach here on Rags to Riches. Don't chase the hype. Don't go after the new shiny. Go after the tradition, what you know works. And that is dollar cost averaging. That's strategic investing. That's being smart, not just chasing the hype. So, I figured it'd be a great marriage. I would love to get them in here and hopefully be able to get every one of you a discount on some Idaho candy, whether it's the cherry ones or the Idaho Spud bars or the Old Faithful, which I don't even think I've tried yet. I've got to get an Old Faithful and give it a shot.
I can pick up a couple of each this weekend.
Can I try an Old Faithful?
I'll just send you you and Rose a nice assortment, okay?
You need a cinema care package.
I do. I
Send them a
send
care
you an Idaho
package. Add a bow. Make it all nice and fancy. Maybe a glitter bomb or two.
Wait.
That's going a little far.
What was that last part there?
What? I don't know.
A
what
glitter
you're
bomb?
talking about.
A glitter bomb.
Didn't hear nothing.
Please
They
don't.
have a variety pack. Cherry cocktail, the Huckleberry Jam, the Old Faithful, and the Idaho Spud all together in one package.
Ooh.
Really?
Really?
Cause listen. I have a daughter, okay? And then for a while we had two
Extra
additional
kids.
little girls here. I've already fought my fair share of battles against the glitter. Please, I've paid my dues. I've paid.
Have you though?
Yes.
I don't know
I
about
say,
that.
I say something similar every year and every year.
Ray is the glitter bomb queen.
Thank you.
She's
Yeah.
evil.
Ray,
I love
you missed it last night.
Oh,
You would have been so proud of me.
Oh,
Grandma's birthday cake.
Did you put a glitter
Okay.
bomb in it?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
Exploding glitters. You light them
Ooh.
and they, and it's edible glitter.
Well, that explains it. I saw part of it earlier, so
On the cake,
yeah.
like melted.
Yeah.
So I went to Zurcher's because I
Zurcher's
got her
the
big
best.
balloons. and I was waiting for them to fill the balloons. So I'm like, oh, I need candles. So I went over and found candles, and then I saw these glitter bomb explodey like Roman candle things. You stick on the cake and you light them, and they have about a 10-second fuse.
I get you. Very nice. Very nice.
And yeah, so I had 2 people lighting candles. I bring the cake out, and they light from each side, and before we even get happy birthday to you out, it was over. It needed more. It needed a second bag of glitter.
Mhm.
It was underwhelming.
It was a thought.
That's sad.
It was adorable.
Are you trying to give her a heart attack? Like,
Yes.
I mean, we'd get the house sooner, but
Right?
I don't have a heart, so it's okay.
oh, yeah. So
Definitely.
listen. A couple weeks ago, I found out that you can order like 300 little tiny yellow resin ducks, right, online for like $16. And I mean, I didn't have a need for them. I didn't have a reason for them, but shit, there was 300 of them, and it was only $16. So I got it, right?
Right, you gotta do it.
It's such a steal. I mean, think of the cost per unit on that. It's like ridiculous. So it's a good deal. It's a darn good deal. So I ordered them, and I was carrying around in my jacket pocket trying to figure out what to do with them. And I figured out that the absolute most enjoyable thing is to see how many of them you can get in various locations on the checkout counters at different shops you go to without the workers or the employees realizing that you're the one doing it, right?
oh yeah, that's so much fun. I love doing that.
Yep. So I was picking up the Burger King that because it sounded like that would be a really good idea for dinner. So we grabbed Burger King, and they were pretty busy through the drive-through, and they were short-staffed, so like everyone was back there. So I got 3 right by the register before she even came up to take the order. And then as she's going back to like help make everything, I hear her saying, "Which one of you guys put the ducks on the counter? It's very cute." I love it. It's so adorable. So I'm like, all right, it's on, Donkey Kong. You know how most of the fast food restaurants have that knee wall, right? That separates like the dining from where you're ordering. So I just grabbed like 10 of them, boop, 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 all down the knee wall, looking towards like the cash out area. And then I put like 2 of them on top of the drink machine on either corner. I put a couple more on the counter in various locations, and then I sat there looking like I'm thoroughly engrossed on my phone. So she's like, then she shouts back at the rest of the employees when she notices this, and she's like, "There's little ducks all over the dining area." And you know, then some others employees come up and take a look, and they're like, "Did you see who did it?" And she's like, "No, my back was turned." And I'm just like, do. She comes to finally give me my food, and I look her dead in the eyes. I hold out my hand, and I drop 2 little yellow ducks in her hand, because she holds out her hand, and I said, "Just in case you need them later." And then I walk out. Not another word. I just walk out, and it's the most fun thing to do. You're like, you get that little adrenaline rush, like you're doing something you shouldn't, but you know it's okay. Everyone
got caught
loves
being
it.
naughty kind of a thing.
Right. And you make other people laugh, right? And it's an enjoyable thing for everybody involved. And they have a little souvenir. So when I was at the Wawa gas station here in the Northeast, and they have like delis and stuff, I put a bunch on the checkout counters, and there were some kids behind me. I dropped like 10 of them in their hand and said, help me put them all around Quakertown, right? But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
See, that's great. And
Aw.
apparently Britt knows about it. She says it's called ducking. And I guess she has them too, little glittery ones. So I guess I must be old. There's a whole fad going around. I have no idea, called ducking. Okay.
Yep.
That's funny.
We need some ducks.
I know about the Jeep one, right? And usually they use like the full size like rubber duckies.
Mhm.
But yeah, the little teeny tiny ones, they're great because they're like this big.
We do fish at work.
Like real
We
fish?
do- No, like
Okay,
well,
just checking.
like little fish. Not like goldfish crackers, but we have a philosophy at work called fish philosophy. Who's been to Pike? Or you guys, Cyril, you guys probably haven't, but has anybody else been to Pike's Place in Seattle? Jay has. They throw fish,
Right.
real fish.
Oh, it's awesome to watch.
Across the market. It's Google Pike's Place. And
Is
it's
it
cool.
Pike Street Market? Isn't that what it's
I
called?
thought it was Pike's Place, like a whole maybe, but Pike's Seattle or fish throwing Seattle. But they've developed a whole philosophy for workplace culture called fish, and our office does fish training, and we do the fish philosophy at work. It's choose your attitude, make their day, be there. Oh, and I'll be damned if I can remember the fourth one, but there's 4. Sorry. And so periodically, me and another lady at work are making fish, like crocheted fish. So if we see somebody having a rough day or we want to give them a shout out kind of a thing, people steal a fish out of the bowl and drop it on somebody's desk to let them know that we're seeing what they're doing, or hey, have a good day, or something like that. It's
Yeah,
kind of cool. It's kind of fun. And it's a great stash buster for yarn.
Absolutely. And Britt has been to Pike Street, and yes, she's seen it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just reminded me of how Amazon a Dr. Rubber Ducky for my other client. He has a teal Jeep, and he's a doctor.
Oh, God.
Oh, perfect.
Can we get Chloe to stop?
No.
We need to turn the junkie dog off. It's
So-
the cookie bowl.
Yeah, Chloe has this train, our little service dog we're talking about before. She'll come in and she'll jump up and down and look all cute and adorable. And she has these floppy ears. And she gets one ear to go backwards and one to go forward and just looks at you. And it's like a little 3-year-old looking so innocent, like, please, can I have a cookie? And you just can't say no.
And then she
And-
does the silent bark.
Yeah, she'll sit there and she goes, "Ah, ah, ah," but she didn't make any sound. And you do it back at her. She does it to you. Then she jumps straight up in the air like 3 feet and dances around. It's like, oh my God. Yes, I will get you a cookie. They got me trained great. She comes in, she's like, hops, barks. Okay, cookie it is. I get up, whatever I'm doing, and go give Chloe a cookie.
We can't go to the bathroom without giving her a cookie.
She performs for you in exchange. So it sounds
Yes.
like a fair trade-off, you know?
It really
Makes us
is.
laugh and smile.
So,
Eh.
go ahead.
Good.
Okay, so as I was coming into Colorado from when I was driving, I saw the weirdest sign ever. It's the one on the right, it's one of the white signs, and it says, "Your speed is being monitored by an aircraft."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those
Yeah.
a lot of
Mhm.
places.
I have never seen those, and I was like, "What?
Really?
That's interesting. I better slow
How
down
else-
a little bit."
Right. How else are you going to monitor him? There's
Out
mountains.
area stuff. It's usually more rural.
I always picture that there's like an F-18 or a Harrier fighter jet like just waiting around the bend, and it's got its guns trained on you. Like that's what I picture personally, and it makes it that much more exciting when you're speeding.
See, I like that. See, that would be fun to come around a corner, all you see there's rocket coming at this car next. Like, oh, damn, you were speeding. See, blow up a couple cars, speeding problem goes out the window. Okay, you're good. Everybody
I
slows
didn't-
down.
I didn't see him in Utah. I just saw him when I got to Colorado. I was like, "Huh."
People in Utah can't read. It's okay.
Did you know? Did you know that it's actually people going slower than the speed limit that wind up causing 85% of accidents? So it's the people who don't drive quickly who actually wind up causing the crashes.
Yep, exactly. They're the ones who, because the rest of us, we got a place to go, man. I don't want to be stuck in this car as short as I can. So I need to get there. And so to do that, if you're slowing me down, I will go around you.
And you're going to have a lot less people falling asleep at the wheel if they're driving 120 versus 60, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, the funny part is I can set my cruise control to 120 and it loves it just fine. I've done that before. Works well.
We were going through this canyon in Utah, and the speed limit was posted 5. So I'm going about 70, 75, just cruising. And there was people doing like 90, 100 passing me in this canyon. I'm like, Jesus Christ, people.
That was
but
me.
They didn't have cars like yours. They had these like little dinky little, crap boxes that are like, you could see like, it's just like, me, please.
Little car just screaming its guts out like, I'm going as fast as I can. Faster.
Me and my little cube car and my squirrels or my hamsters.
One day, clowns are going to jump out of the car. I swear to God they are.
I have a Scion XB,
Come here.
and it looks like a little clown car.
Come here.
Britt, I don't use cruise control either. When we drove down to Florida for vacation over Christmas, I drive straight shot, straight through. I don't use cruise control. I set my foot as the cruise control. The only time I wind up using cruise control is if I need to like flex and stretch my foot a little bit, but then I put it back.
I fall asleep if I use cruise control, and so I don't use cruise control.
So
My
like,
car
so I can
doesn't
change
have it.
positions. Long drives, like, okay, one side of my butt gets tired. Okay, set the cruise, I can lean this way. Okay, now I can lean this. Now I can sit on my legs and do whatever. It's like, that's fine.
I forgot that U-Hauls don't have cruise control.
You had to actually really drive.
Until yesterday morning, I got in there and I was like, I don't think I have cruise control. Well, here goes to 12 hours.
Yeah.
At one point, I grabbed the handhold in front of me, pulled myself up, and kind of, that way I was off the seat about yay far,
Come on.
and just sat there and drove so my butt could get a break.
Come on.
Right. See, that's what cruise control's for.
Hey,
Oh, we're talking about science.
hey Rose.
I'm not sure what a TC is, Britt.
Could I have a soda, please? My legs kind of don't want to work at the moment.
He could get up and he'd break his ankle. It'd be horrible.
Right.
We'd have to give him a fine. And then he'd be banned and it'd be horrible. Yeah, let's not do that.
Especially since my socks, I'm wearing like the soft fuzzy ones, which on the garage floor, it's like walking on ice. And on Monday, or no, it was Thursday, I actually wound up wiping out and coming down real hard on my elbow. And I've been dealing with like nerve pain in the elbow ever since. It's ridiculous. So
I saw a guy eat shit on site today.
What'd he do?
I watched him. He was coming out of a unit, and he like turns around and he goes to grab his bucket with all his tools and stuff, and his feet come out from underneath me. He drops his bucket and just eats shit.
oh, poor guy.
Oh, poor guy. And of course, Qrow, he's just sitting back laughing. you suck. Uh-huh.
So mean.
See, I always go over to ask for help. Hey, do you need any help? But of course, I can't stop laughing while I'm doing it. That's just part of the game. But you always check on them, like, you okay? Damn, that looked painful.
I make sure they're okay. If they are, then I laugh. If it's funny, right? But
He got up pretty quick. He freaking ate it, and then he got up and started putting the shit back in his bucket very slowly.
Probably hurt. It's like, damn, that hurt. Nope, nobody saw me.
and he's like, damn, this is the start of the workday too, so he's got to
only get better.
Sore.
The morning, the whole
Thank
site's
you.
frozen.
Can't
Everything's
hear you,
frozen.
Qrow.
Payment.
Can't hear me.
Taxes.
You're just quiet.
Late
Thank
fee.
you, Rose.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Delivery fee.
That's right.
I forgot the delivery fee.
Oh,
That's a tip, not a fee.
Bonus round, baby. Here we go. I gotta love it. Always having fun here. So, yes, an XB is what she has, and it's a little clown card. It's absolutely adorable. So it looks like Brett has a TC, which I'm gonna have to look up TC. I don't know what that is. Yeah, the XB is like the perfect clown cards from like the Shriner Circus. They all jump out of. It looks just like him.
Yeah, that
the
little
XPs
boxy
actually
thing.
have a little cult following. The 2000, specifically the 04s. It's one of the first couple of generations of the Scion, and they have a bit of a cult following. I found that out when I was on the forum trying to find out some information because I have two lights that never ever go off. The VCS, something like that, and traction control lights are always on.
Was it a fever dream, or does anybody else remember the commercials about that car with those gerbils? That was like kind of poorly CGI.
I had one of those.
I do. I remember.
I had a Kia Soul.
The Kia Soul. That's
Was
the Scion.
hamster car. Yep.
Yep.
That is a perfect clown car right there. It's like, seriously?
100%.
What? Yeah.
Okay, I have to say though, my Scion has so much leg room. Our 6'3", 300-pound kid can sit behind the driver's seat and not be scrunched.
That's impressive.
It is. It's pretty impressive, really.
So, and I have hauled washing machines in that Scion. Just put the seats down and shove the washer in. I delivered to Amazon with it and had it stuffed to the gills. But yeah, it's a great little car, especially when you paid $400 for it.
Yeah, it was a screaming deal. And I was looking for the link, Britt. I don't see it. 1200. I don't know. Lost it. Ditto, deep back seat, and yes, fold down seats can move furniture. There you go. Yeah, they're a great little car. And we got it used from a guy we worked with, and all the way around is a great deal. So, hey, we'll drive it till it explodes, and then it's disposable. Get a new one.
Yep.
That works. So, guys, it's about time to wrap it up for this week. So, this has been a lot of fun. I didn't know what we're going to do, and it was chaos to begin with. I mean, everything went wrong. But as always, had a great time. So, I want to thank each of you for tuning in tonight. And if you haven't already, definitely check out the Idaho Candy Company. Get yourself an Idaho Spud Bar or one of the cherry or the, what's the other flavor?
Old Faithful or the Huckleberry.
Huckleberry. That's the one I couldn't think of. Yeah. And yes, Cyril, Rose, we will get you guys some cherries shipped out to you so you can give them a shot.
We'll give you a variety pack.
Sweet.
Yes.
I'll get you a care pack sent out pretty quick.
Appreciate
Prince
it.
Kirk
We
goes,
love you.
yeah. Da-da-da. Prince Kirk goes vroom vroom, and Lynch goes beep beep. So, guys, I want to say thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. And as always, the only thing I ever ask is, hey, like the channel, subscribe, and tell your friends about us, because we're really trying to help everybody out there learn that there's a better way than working just check by check and waiting till you're dead. So, tune in next Thursday. I give up on talking. Yeah, so next Thursday.
You're fired.
I'm fired. You're fired.
I'm hired tomorrow.
Bye.
No, you're not free. Next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, every week we do our Regs to Riches. And guys, if you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend it because we're going to show you how to take nothing more than the price of lunch and build a portfolio. You're going to set $1 million future for McDonald's. That's it. Give up one lunch and change your life. So I want to see everybody there next Thursday. We're going to find out just how our portfolio is doing. Go ahead. I'm giving you guys time to talk.
Oh, see you guys. Have fun. Enjoy the weekend. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.
It's been great having you. We've had fun tonight. Yeah. Thanks for coming, Mom. Thanks for jumping in.
Oh, my
We'd
pleasure.
love
Thank
to
you for
have you more
having me.
often.
And remember, I'm not old. I'm just wise. Love
Season.
you all.
That works.
Bye.
So-
Bye.
Thank you guys. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. And if you want to join us up here on stage, hit the join button down below. Become a VIP family member, and there's a backstage pass every week to this crazy event. So until next time, stay safe. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.